Thanks to the marijuana, I am now hungry. So that's good, huh? That's what I love about this drug. I don't understand why people think that you're like a bad person if you do drugs. That just means that you're probably fucked up in the head a little bit. But if you're fucked up in the head a little bit, that means that you can be creative. So that's cool. Drugs are great for that. Especially weed. But some people are like, get on Paxil, get on Lexapro, get on Zoloft, get on whatever the fuck is hot in psychology today, because it's what you need, buddy. This is what you need. Stupid. You don't need any of that. Self-medicate. That's the way to go. You know yourself better than anybody, right? Well, you should, goddammit. Especially considering the fact that we live in the information age. You know? I don't understand. So, you're gonna pay a shrink $150 to tell you got bipolar, just like everybody else on the fucking planet. Go you. I would just take that same $150, give it to like a black dude that can get you weed. Talk to me. I said black dude, I meant me. Had to clarify that one, you know. God damn. Weed really is the best thing. See, you were watching an anorexic person go from drinking superfood. That's right. That's like plant-induced shit water to probably this entire bag of chips. Why do I rock back and forth? Well, because, well, it's a nervous tick, I think. I've been doing it since I was like 2. It's a motor tick. When I listen to music, I can't stop doing it. It's bad. It's not bad, but you know what I mean. It's just like, do it a lot, you know? Like, it's bad. Man. I'm so cool. Anyway. I've been so fucking sad, sappy. I'm like the human mop, you know? Like, oh look, this floor is a little dirty. Let me just cry about something, you know? Mop it up. Just think about technology for a little while. See, it really depresses me, like, you know, anytime I leave the house. And I have to, because I have to go to work and shit. That'd be really cool, like, if I left to do comedy, like, all the time. That would be awesome, you know? That would be ideal. You say that now, though. I say that now, but who knows? It might be fucking terrible. But I mean, I think it'd be a lot cooler if people actually wanted me to be there. They're like, yeah, you have to come because you said you were gonna come, you know? It's not just like, I just randomly signed up at an open mic gig. But I'm also so paranoid that, like, one of those people there is gonna, like, see one of these videos and just, like, hate me and then, like, you know, get everybody else to hate me, and it's just, it's so stupid. But it's not stupid because it's like people don't think for themselves anymore, you know? So they would just take somebody's opinion, even if that opinion was totally wrong. Like, people assume that, like, I hate Trump, which is really funny. Because I don't give a fuck. I don't vote, period, because voting is stupid. I mean, this country is, like, set up to fail, basically. So, I don't know why anybody would trust anyone that would run. Like, I just don't trust the system, you know? And people think that's crazy, but I'm like, no the fuck it ain't. It's crazy to think for yourself. It's crazy to question things, right? It's just fucking crazy to question things. And why do you think, like, kids keep getting molested? It's because, like, they don't question authority because they're trained not to do that. They're trained not to even, like if somebody's hurting them, like, that person's older, like, that person could just basically get away with it because, like, that's how kids are trained to think. It's like I was trained to think like that too, but there's always, you know, that part of me was just like, no, that shit ain't right. So it's like anytime I'm around a child, I'm like, question authority. Don't tell your mother I told you this, but always question authority. Sometimes daddy's wrong. Sometimes he is. But I think it's also like kids kind of like hold their parents up on this pedestal too. You know, because they don't think their parents can do anything wrong. And so then when their parents do actually fuck them up in some kind of way, then like that kid feels like extra responsible or something, that like, it's like, oh, they turned on me, or like I made this happen, you know? I do that a lot. Fuck up my words. Anyway. What were you saying? Talking about your dad. My dad. So my dad is a very conservative. He's got a major stick up there, and it's just very vanilla. That's how a lot of older people act. I've noticed, especially like I've waited on a lot of older people, and you know, it's just that generation is just really, really impatient. And the one thing about my dad that's cool though is that he does not have a smartphone or a Facebook or any of that crap. So I know that even though we won't say a word to each other until I leave, basically, at least I know that he's not on his phone the whole time, or, you know, checking his Facebook page. God forbid any thumbs down for that golf score. No, like, my dad thinks that stuff is ridiculous. Like, he doesn't understand it at all. And, I mean, the thing is, I do understand it, but that's why I don't do it. It's because, like, I understand it too well to do it. It's so depressing to me. Like, I'll look at a picture. Quiet borderline, by the way. I know y'all are wondering, what's wrong with her? I don't have multiple personalities. That is not, I don't even think that shit exists. Since it was like made up by a fucking shrink that worked with Sybil, the first woman to be diagnosed with this illness, the bitch that had like 16 personalities because she was horrifically abused by her crazy religious mother. Good role for Sally Field though, good role. She won an Emmy. I mean, she was really good though. But that movie's fucking disturbing. It's so fucked up. I mean, it was based on a book. This book was a bunch of bullshit. So this whole disorder that's like based on that. I don't think it exists now. I have the right to my opinion. I have the right to be fucking wrong about anything, you know? I'm just stating shit that comes into my brain, you know? And then I'll probably change my mind on it, like, in the next 10 seconds, okay? But I think I'm pretty right about this, though. Because I think that Like the reasons for multiple personality are the same reasons for, you know, borderline personality. You know, like you experience something traumatic as a child, your brain like goes into these other characters to like try to deal with it. So you do voices and stuff, you know? Like you just interpret things different. I don't know, maybe it is an actual, see? Totally back out of it. I'm like, oh, well, maybe it is a disorder. I just know I do not have it, okay? Quiet borderline. It's an internalized classic borderline. That means I'm like hyper aware of everything, so I don't want any hate shit. I know y'all are gonna hate me, all because, you know, I say opinions that are probably right, you know, because I make speculations that are pretty fucking accurate, but they're really depressing and you don't want to think about them, right? That's why you're mad. I realize I gotta like turn up the rage. Cause like that's what I got going for me, you know? Anger. Just leave your anger unmanaged, okay? See, right here, all this shit, every time I come out here, that's what I'm gonna call it, anger unmanaged. It's the best way to deal with it is just, you know, yak. Yakety, 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 yak. See, I'm really good at just talking. See, I could just stay out here for like 3 hours and just keep talking about all kinds of shit that I don't even remember. You know? And it doesn't matter. It's not gonna like fill the void. It's not gonna like make the actual vortex that I talk to all the time stop, you know, listening to me. You thought I was gonna say stop talking back, didn't you? Didn't you? I'm not schizophrenic either. That's another thing. People are like, voices. Oh, she's schizophrenic. Voices. See, people are so stupid. This is how stupid Americans are. They hear a word like voices and they think schizophrenic. Or they hear a word like moody and they think bipolar. Bipolar, it's 2 moods, baby. Bi. That's what that means. 1, 2. Me, I think I have about 25 different emotions in like 5 minutes. So y'all gotta like read up more on that shit and then get back to me, okay? See, I was reading tonight online and it was very discouraging because, okay, so information about my illness is either like really fucking terrible, like it's just about how all of us are just like manipulative psycho bitches that you need to stay as far away from as possible. But here's the thing, I agree with all that because classic borderlands, yep. Trust me, I know. Like my last roommate was like that. That's why she had to go. I know people like that in the fucking comedy scene, for sure. They lash out. Everything's your fault. And all because they don't have a stable self-image, you know? It's suddenly your problem. I don't really see how that's fair. I mean, I get it. Something bad happened to you, I get that. And that sucks, and I'm sorry, but me too, man. And you know, it's still happening. I don't have the luxury of being able to just lash out, you know, whoever I choose to lash out at. Because the only person I lashed out at was my last roommate, who was a classic borderline, you know. She brought that out of me, and that's why she had to leave. Because, I don't know, I just thought it was bad. I don't like people that bring out that side of me, you know. That's why I quit drinking alcohol, because it turned me into a psycho bitch. It's so weird to me that like a lot of people like don't seem to understand like why I would want to quit drinking, or why that would be like, you know, the right decision to make. And you just think that's crazy. I'm like, well, what do you want me to set on fire? Like, it's like, why would you question some? I mean, well, it's okay to question things. That's fine. I mean, I don't mind answering your questions. I encourage questions. I really do. It's just weird to me that people ask people ask me questions that I don't understand. Like, they ask me things like, why do you have a flip phone still? Or they ask me things like, why do you, you know, talk to yourself, like, everywhere that you go? Or, what else? Why do you take selfies, you know, when you're crying? I want people to see everything. Okay? The selfies are for me anyway. It just like kind of proved to me that like, yeah, this pain's real. I can see it. You know, there it is. There's me crying again. God damn, I look good. I'm so pretty when I cry. I'm so fucking pretty. I mean, you guys might not think so, but I do, because I feel like I'm at my most me, you know? So classic Amy right there. It's just crying uncontrollably for a long time. But yeah, I mean, I've just been crying uncontrollably on and off and on. Pretty reoccurring event. I just keep finding myself in this boat of my own tears. Like when you're in the boat and have the tears gotten it? Yeah, oh my God. So many tears of mine. So many tears that it's sinking my boat. That's how it feels though. Like, cause especially when you're so empty, you feel so empty. And then you're just like in this little boat, you know, it's like your little dream. And then, the water starts coming in. You're like, fuck, I'm sinking. Oh my God, I'm gonna die now. And you're like, no, I'm not gonna die now. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep crying, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. See, I'm so beautiful. Because I'm seeing the truth. People are so afraid of emotions, you know? I understand why people are hostile and mean to like classic borderlines, because those bitches, they are mean. And quiet borderlines can be mean too. But not in the same way. That's why I don't want us to get lumped in that same category. Which is why I'm encouraging you, don't just fuck somebody. Like, do something with your fucking artistic abilities, you know? Don't just use this as a reason to like feel sorry for yourself. You know? Like, I felt sorry for myself for a long time and it did me no good. You know? I can tell myself now that all this time that I wasted and all the liquor that I drank and all the times that I ended up in the hospital for alcohol poisoning and, you know, all the times that I ended up in really awkward or uncomfortable situations, you know, I put myself in. I'm like, dude, I was just experimenting. I was just researching. You know, the whole time I was just doing research. So, you know, you can fuck up your life for a little while. It's cool, because fucking up will teach you shit. And that's what people, they fail to realize. They want it to succeed, and they want that instant gratification, because they, especially with now this digital age, you're going to see an escalation of borderline personality, all because of social media. Good job, society, for being so dependent on stuff you don't need. Oh yeah, that's right. So like the kids that you have that you insisted on bringing into the world, though I don't know why the fuck you'd breed at this point. I think it's a terrible idea. Just because of how shit the world is already, but especially because of social media and like the increasing need to like just always be on the internet everywhere you go, you know? I don't see how you could justify having a child, but that's just me though. I see that like with this obsession with technology is going to turn into this like obsession with image, self-image, and borderlines, that's exactly what this illness is. So say you have somebody like a kid that maybe they experienced something traumatic. Maybe they're being bullied or whatever. All because the person bullying them, their mother wasn't, smart enough to have a fucking abortion. Yeah, all because of that stupid bitch. Anyway, a lot of like the smart women in the world, the women that I don't bitch about, those smart women aren't, it's funny you're trying to take away their rights to be smart. I'm saying the smartest women have abortions. Like, that should be a bumper sticker right there. Like, somebody do it. Somebody do it. Some crazy feminist. I know there's a feminist out there that's on my side. I know there has to be. Oh, I don't hate all women, just most women.